to the Monolith Film Podcast with me, Nicola, my co-host, and
Lee, Burn, as always.
And
Dante, recurring guest.
Nice.
Trying a new
Glad to have you back.
Thank you.
We're continuing our David Lynch retrospective today with 1992's Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me. Yeah.
Dante, before you asked us if we had seen the series.
Yeah.
I said no. Does that matter?
Very much.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll get into it.
It's a decent movie on its own.
I thought so.
But it's a prequel to the show, and it has we'll get into it later. But yeah, I'll explain why, or why it isn't really later.
Okay, cool. Okay. For those who don't know, Twin Peaks is it was a TV show in the 80s, right? Directed by David Lynch, written by Mike Frost?
Mark Frost.
Mark Frost, my bad.
Yeah.
And starts off as like a murder mystery soap opera and slowly devolves into madness from what I haven't seen it, so correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, you saw half the first episode, didn't you?
I saw half the first episode, yeah.
Wait, Nick, have you seen the show?
Get the gist of it. Sorry?
Have you seen the show?
I saw half of the first season.
Okay, good enough.
Yeah. I'm kind of familiar with some Jacques stuff.
Yeah, so Fire Walk with Me is the prequel. It's the story of the girl whose dead body they find in the first episode of Twin Peaks, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So it's a murder mystery, but, it's also Lynch, so...
Yeah, so it's...
I don't know how much
not a murder mystery. Yeah,
right, exactly. I found it, super similar to Blue Velvet, though.
Yeah.
It gets into that kind of, when you do something in your own style so much times that it's almost like you're referencing yourself or kind of parodying yourself before. This, and I think the next one we're going to watch is Lost Highway. I think that's the next one. Yeah, this, Lost Highway and Blue Velvet, you kind of mix them together and you put some TV cameras and you get Twin Peaks. It kind of feels that way.
The TV cameras threw me off, man. I thought I was watching someone's home videos or something.
It starts off a little fun.
Yeah, it starts off fucking just that first shot of what is it, Lynch, right, in his office.
Yeah,
he's
just yelling sideways.
Yeah, it literally looks like a fucking VHS home movie. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Plus the props too. They look like you can break them with your pinky.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Do we assume that's intentional? I don't know. That fucking threw me off.
I think it's going with the show aesthetic. They're going with what the TV show is supposed to look like. This was a movie off of the TV show. You want to keep that kind of look. Mm-hmm. Kind of goes with it.
But that look was intentional in the TV show too, right?
No, I think that was budget stuff and just
oh yeah,
old TV.
Well, I'm not sure. In the show, it's very chalet-ish.
Mm-hmm.
It's very cabiny, northern kind of shtick. So the aesthetic is definitely intentional for the show.
Yeah, there's some kitschy kind of stuff in it.
Yeah, it's also the 80s, right?
True.
All this shit looks like that,
Yeah, the tech they would have wouldn't have been the most high-tech stuff for a TV show.
Yeah. Everyone's wearing plaid shirts, and they all got hardwood walls or whatever the fuck,
We saw a couple guys in plaid shirts with hardwood in this one.
Yeah.
What did you guys think of the opening jazz number in the background for the first 15 minutes?
I don't recall.
I thought it was pretty funny.
The whole way through.
It's very similar to that Pink Panther kind of music. Da, 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 da.
Okay, yes.
You got Chris Isaac running around. It was fun. You guys like Kiefer in this? I was hoping, praying that he would have a bigger role.
Kiefer?
Yeah, he threw me off.
Sutherland. Everyone in the Sutherland family deserves full screen time.
Yeah, Nick has a thing for the Sutherlands, man.
Oh, Oh yeah. Fucking
Donnie's the best ever. Donnie's the best of all time.
I mean,
there you go.
There he is.
What does it get called? The toenail head or something?
Thumb head?
Something like that.
Something like that. No, I think it was toe head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably. So you guys want to get into like the plot of the movie, kind of like the sequence of events and shit?
Yeah, sure. You're, I think, the authority on this.
I'm the okay.
Yeah, because you've seen the entire series.
Yeah, I've not only seen it, but I have a very strong opinion of it.
Nice.
Okay, you're gonna need to fill in some gaps for us then, maybe.
Oh yeah, fuck, dude, that's gonna be a long podcast. like seriously, think about it. It's imagine if David Lynch made a TV show, right? Like. There's like 40 episodes. Imagine if you made 40 movies and they're all on the same thing. That's a big, shtick,
Well, we have till next Sunday when the next podcast comes out. So we have 7 days to go through it all. Come on.
Yeah. So this movie, like we said, it's a prequel to the TV show. The first like kind of 20 or 30 minutes of the movie. Is it 23 minutes? Or it's like 20, 30 minutes, right?
Something like that, yeah.
It's like is a year before the TV show takes place. So the year before they find Laura Palmer's body in on the like side of the water there.
Yeah.
The majority of the movie is Laura Palmer going about her day in high school, right? Kind of revealing a lot about herself. Since you guys don't know, in the TV show, Laura Palmer is like the prom queen, most popular girl in the school, really like the angel in the eyes, devil in disguise kind of chick.
Okay.
And in the show, we don't really know about her like kind of like second life, as it were. It kind of gets revealed over the course of the show.
Okay, cool.
And as the investigation continues, but from the beginning of the show, like maybe the first 10 episodes too, majority of the first season, she's kind of like this goody two-shoes good girl. She could do nothing wrong, right? Mm. And this kind of shows us, or like kind of like reaffirms that she's like not that,
Yeah.
But we know this in the show. So here's the thing about this movie, right? The whole part of the movie where she's going through her day, is extremely irrelevant.
Okay.
And like we know this. If you watch the movie, we know this. Like this is not news really, or at least it's not news now with the third season, kind of like because it's all weird with the.
Yeah, where's this in the structure of the seasons? In between 2 and 3?
This is before the first one.
No, but like at release date, like.
Yeah, between 2 and 3.
Okay.
Yeah, between 2 and 3, and so the thing about this movie, the most important parts of this movie are the beginning sequence, the year before thing, with David Bowie and shit.
Yeah.
And the ending of this movie is incredibly important.
Okay.
Yeah, but for the most part, it's just like the middle part where she's doing her thing. It's kind of like I don't really remember. Like I'm pretty sure we know this about her by the end of the second season, but. It really is more of like just really revealing exactly how it was with her second life, quote unquote.
Well, I mean,
you're talking about her being a crack whore, right?
Cokehead, yeah.
Yeah, coke whore, crack whore, whatever.
But I mean, I almost felt like I knew that halfway through the first season.
Yeah, so yeah.
This stuff seems very familiar, and I remember her going to the bar and having a bunch of boyfriends and stuff. Like, this stuff seems like it was brought up very early in the series.
One thing about this movie, did they talk about like that?
Oh, probably can't show that on YouTube.
No, they definitely can't.
We're gonna have to watch out.
It's okay. I covered it with my hand on the screen.
Not sure if that's how it works. Okay, so I'll have to avoid this entire scene then.
That's a good scene, though.
It is. That's
well, actually, now I don't know. I didn't watch it with subtitles. I thought it was great silence. I was having a great time watching it with nothing.
Do they mention like the in this movie? I always forget, or if maybe I missed it. Do they mention like that the whorehouse that the guy who owns the inn owns too?
No, I don't think so. No. You're talking about Jacques?
Yeah, Jacques.
No, I think they only there's like this place, this club or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they go to his cottage or whatever. That's it.
Okay.
But we kind of see that they're connected almost a bit because you're in the bar at first hanging out with the two plaid guys and then they go dancing.
Which two plaid? There's like a billion.
Two buddies here.
Yeah.
Jacques is a fun character. That crazy Canadian. Is that what they call him?
Yeah.
Just a fat, disgusting fuck.
I like how like Jacques is like a Quebecois guy, but they're like on the west side of the continent.
He's fully English.
Yeah.
They're in Portland, right?
Yeah, he's just greasy.
Or near.
They're like near Seattle.
Okay.
Northern Washington.
Mm.
I don't know.
Oh, really?
Near there, yeah. Yeah, Twin Peaks takes place in Washington State.
Oh shit! Because at the beginning, they meet Keith Sutherland. This guy. He meets up with the other FBI agents in the Portland, Oregon airport.
Yeah, I don't know if Twin Peaks supposes, because I know Oregon is pretty close to Washington State.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know if it's like, is it to like to the right, or is it like south of
down? Yeah, south.
It's south. Okay,
yeah. So. Makes sense. The body just ended up there, I guess. That's where they found the body.
Yeah, but this is like a whole other body, right? So
right, yes, yeah.
The first part doesn't really take place in Twin Peaks,
right?
But also,
does that stuff come in during the show? Like that trailer park and stuff like that?
Not really, but it's more the method and the clues surrounding the body they found in Portland.
Okay.
Like, you know how they find like the notes under her fingernails and stuff?
Yeah.
That happens with the bodies in the TV show as well.
Okay.
So it's kind of bringing a connection that like it's connecting the body in Portland to the same thing that's happening with Laura Palmer in Twin Peaks, right?
Okay.
Like they're telling you that like, okay, the same people are killing these people, you know, or like the same thing. It involves the same tell
us how the show ends. Phenomenon. Come on now.
Tell you guys how the show ends?
Might as well. You don't want to.
No, dude, you guys got to watch the show, man.
I have to watch it. It's 5 seasons?
3.
3 only? Oh,
yeah, there's only 3. And the newest one just came out. It was like 2017, I want to say.
Yeah,
something about that, yeah.
Do you find out that it's her dad in the show?
Yes, but it's not really her dad.
Okay, go on.
We're just gonna jump right into it, right?
Yes, jump right into it. Do yeah.
So the guy that is killing everyone, his name's Killer Bob.
Right. Okay? Yes.
And he's the Native American guy at the end with the long gray hair and the jean jackets and stuff.
Yeah.
He's the spirit that inhabited Laura's dad to kill Laura. So that's why at the end of the movie, you see Killer Bob is holding up Leland's Laura's dad this in the lodge, and he like pulls out his like blood from his stomach and shoots it on the floor.
Yes,
it's kind of like that's like kind of like a symbolic thing that's telling you that, you know, Killer Bob has inhabited Leland's body. So it's not really Leland. It's not really her dad that kills and rapes her. It's more Killer Bob that kind of like takes over him, you know?
Okay. But it is him.
Yeah, it is him. But not really. It's his body that does it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's Killer Bob, that guy right
now. Yes.
Played by Frank Silva. And funny thing, so another crazy thing about Frank Silva, the actor that plays Killer Bob, is he's not really an actor, but they were shooting on set, and David Lynch saw him like around the set, but like he wasn't part of the set. And he said, "Are you an actor?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm an actor." And he cast him for this role, like on the spot. It wasn't even like There wasn't much of an audition, and it wasn't like he applied for the job or anything. He just kind of found this guy, and it turns out. So this is kind of like the artistic, like one of the things that when making art that a lot of good artists will do is that they'll kind of go with the flow. They'll run with mistakes or anything like that, quote unquote.
Yeah.
So what's very interesting about him casting this guy is that it turns out when they look back at certain shots, it turns out that Frank Silva was in the background of the shots before he was even cast.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Like when I don't mean background like extra background. I mean like he was like in the distance in the mirror kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's very like kind of like ironic and symbolic of this kind of character that he plays, you know?
Yeah, that's interesting. Quite the coincidence.
It's very, very weird, you know? And so the other two characters we see on screen right now are like Mike, who's the guy with no arm.
Yeah.
And like the suit, and the man from Another Place, which is like this midget kind of goblin looking guy.
Yes.
In the show, the midget guy is Mike's arm.
Yeah, he says that in the movie too.
Yeah. And he's been detached from his arm. And also I think they say in the movie that Bob was a result of this detachment of the arm. Or Bob was part of the arm as well in some way. Yeah.
So, why are they in the Eraserhead lobby?
Okay.
You're going to see the same lobby in Mulholland Drive too, yeah.
Yeah. Like, I know that I'm joking. I obviously don't think they're actually in that same lobby. But what is this room?
This room is a liminal kind of transition point for these spirits. It's called the Black Lodge, even though it's red.
Okay. I assumed it was like Leland's subconscious.
It's not.
Okay.
So here's the big brain, real wrinkle brain analysis for you guys, all right?
Okay.
So, but this has to do with the whole show.
Right.
So there's this YouTuber named Twin Perfect.
Okay.
He had made he made a 4-hour-long analysis of Twin Peaks, right? And I'm gonna do a little quick summary of it.
Well, keep yours 4 hours too. We have the time.
Okay, so like you guys obviously know David Lynch very well,
right?
You guys know that his stuff is very the way he expresses his meanings and concepts is very different from other directors. It's not as subtle, even though it feels as subtle as like a Tarkovsky or a Kubrick. It's a lot more like straightforward with his symbols, quote unquote. If you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean.
Like if he's showing you the symbol of a heart,
right?
You look into the symbol of the heart. You're not trying to find like what color or what the grain of the heart is, kind of thing. You know, like some really like over analyzing. You're not supposed to over analyze Lynch, because once you over analyze Lynch, you're going into spaces where he's not trying to communicate with you. So what's very interesting about that is that the scene at the beginning of this movie where Kiefer Sutherland comes and there's the woman in the red dress.
Yes.
That scene is a direct nod or a direct like kind of telling the viewer how to analyze his films.
Right.
So when the TV show was out, there were literally people that would be like, they would take notes on every little thing about every shot, every frame of the movie. I mean, the show. Like, let's say for this frame we're looking at right now, they would take down why the statue has her hand like covering her genitals like that.
Yeah.
But they would also take note on why the hand isn't so directly over the genitals, like why it's kind of to the left. Like all these really redundant, very, very minute, like super cherry-picked, nitpicky like things about everything in the show. They would analyze why, why the seats that they're sitting on right now have have a seam directly down the middle of the handrest, kind of stupid thing like that, you know?
Okay.
They would overanalyze everything like that. There's people that would actually do this. So, but that's not really, and they were getting nowhere with this analysis, right?
Right.
It was just like, they're basically just taking notes on every little aspect of every frame, right? Which is like super overanalyzing. So in the first like part with Kiefer Sutherland in this movie with the woman in the red dress, yeah, this scene. So David Lynch is there, right? He's the FBI commissioner, right?
Yes.
And obviously, because it's a self-insert, that means a lot. You know, that means a lot. He's telling these two investigators.
He's not only telling, he's fucking yelling. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, he's yelling. He's telling them, he's giving them something to analyze, and he's testing them, right? As his own self-insert.
Yeah,
this is very important because this means a lot that he's a self-insert.
Yeah, I know what you mean. He's talking to the audience as well.
He's talking to the audience. And Kiefer Sutherland and this other FBI agent, they are us.
Right.
So he brings about this woman in the red dress. And, you know, when they're in the car driving back and the one FBI agent is testing Kiefer Sutherland about like what he noticed, like really like testing him on this woman in a red dress. They go through all these little things, like these little nitpicky things, like the way her feet danced, you know, the way her hair moved, or something like that, the way her eyes moved, all these little things, right?
Yeah.
And it's very like, sure, they do mean something, but they're not like super, like they do mean something on a surface level, right? These are the clues that are telling you, that are progressing the story, quote unquote, you know?
Right.
These are like, okay, Laura Palmer did this. These are like the actual visual clues you see in any movie, right? That tell you what's happening, right? So, quote unquote. Then he asks him, what do you notice about the red dress? And what does Kiefer say? He says, he pulls out the most like minute.
Yeah, he said he noticed there was like the way the stitching was done in the inseam or whatever.
Yeah, this super, super irrelevant thing, which could be the product, if you think about it in the universe of the show, it could be the product of, you know, just someone fucking up when they made the dress, you know, or an intern made this dress or something like that, you know?
Right.
But Kiefer Sutherland missed the most important in-your-face thing that was on the dress, which was the flower.
Yeah, the blue rose. Yeah,
and go.
Yeah. Because they say, like, the red dress means drugs are involved in the case.
Uh-huh.
The dancing means they're going to need to do legwork. The sour face means the authorities won't like them. And then in the next scene, we are given all that information at face value.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Those are just the things that... Those are literally just the things we see on screen to tell us what's happening. Like, it's super simple, you know? It's like, this guy's wearing a coat, so it's cold. You know, that's
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But the stitching is they're trying to get into the deeper. What's it made out of, you know? And he says, "Oh, the stitching, this little whatever." And he's like, "Very nice, but it's not important. You missed the most important thing, that she had this fucking blue rose on her chest, which arguably, if you look at the whole at her whole outfit, like if you could pause on her outfit or something for a second, Lee.
Yeah.
What are what are the two most important symbols of this outfit that she's wearing, right? Like if you look at it, like what? Yeah,
it's definitely. I mean, she's wearing a red dress and a blue rose. It's pretty.
Yeah. So the color red.
Yeah.
Because this is how you have to think with Lynch, right? What does the color red mean? And there's a blue rose there because roses are usually red, right? Because any other director would have just put a red rose if it meant nothing, right? If it meant nothing, it would have just been like a random rose.
Yeah.
But it's a blue one. That's important. And there's only two big things about her whole shtick. Is that her she's wearing red like crazy, and that there's a blue rose. And guess what? Those are the two things they left out when the FBI agent was testing Kiefer Sutherland.
Right.
So this is David Lynch telling us that we got to step back a bit with our analysis of Twin Peaks. Stop looking at the stitches in the fucking dress, right?
Yeah.
Look at what I'm showing you in your face, right?
Right.
So Sorry, that was a bit of a tangent.
That was good. That was all right.
Oh, thank you, Nick.
I like the ending when you said step back and you step back.
Yeah. Well, I didn't step back. I pushed myself back on my chair.
I really felt it. It was good.
But this is another like artist thing, right? Like, as you guys both know, I'm a painter.
Right.
One of the big things, like, you know how when you're painting or drawing, you're very close and you're being detailed with like this, right? The most important thing to do when you're drawing or painting is to step back.
Yeah.
Step back from your artwork and look at it as a whole. Because you're just doing it always super close up. You're never going to see how it works with the whole painting, right?
Missed the big
picture. So you always have to step back. Sorry?
Missed the big picture.
Yeah, you missed the big picture. Or you miss how things work together. Another way of doing this with paint or visual media is like you squint your eyes when you look at your paintings and drawings. And then you see, like, let's say you want to do like a perfect fade from black to white. You'd be able to tell how good that fade is by squinting your eyes, you know, kind of thing, right? You're blurring it out a bit to reveal the bigger picture, right? So this is what David Lynch is telling his audience, right? Stop fucking looking at the stitches. Look at this blue rose I'm shoving in your face, right?
Yes.
So this guy, Twin Perfect, he did this 4-hour video about his analysis of Twin Peaks. Because no one's really been able to get Twin Peaks right. You know, no one's been able to now analyze this TV show properly. But Lynch insists that there's a meaning, you know? He absolutely insists. And it's very obvious that there is, but you just don't know what it is. So the thing about Twin Peaks is that, like, it's the first TV show of its kind. I'm sure you guys know this.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's not so much an episodic show. It's more like it's one of the first shows that really is a whole overarching story over many seasons.
Yeah.
Because before that, TV was like the monster of the week kind of thing, where it's every episode's a different story kind of thing. X-Files, whatever, you know? And that
more anthology style.
Anthology style, yeah. And Twin Peaks really gave birth to like this new way of making TV shows that were like actually good, you know? Sorry?
It's almost like a first kind of mini-series.
Yeah, but it also gave birth to stuff like The Sopranos. You know, The Sopranos is very it's very there's a lot of inspiration that comes from Twin Peaks when you watch Sopranos, like big time. You know,
it was the first like serialized long format narrative.
Yeah, exactly. Same with The Wire, Oz, all these other shows that are like big HBO things that have this that really kicked off this TV show thing. You know, and the thing, that too, and. The thing is with Twin Peaks, this show is about that. It's literally about how TV was one way and it's making it another way. That's literally what the show is. It's so fucking meta, it's annoying. I don't want to pull the word postmodern out of my ass like an artist, but it feels like that, you know? So the show is kind of about like the whole idea of this episodic TV show style. So the literally Twin Peaks, the fucking first thing you see of Twin Peaks is Laura Palmer's dead in the water. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole show is about that.
Yeah.
Every other show that came out before Twin Peaks would have had like this 10-minute exposition of Laura Palmer. She dies, and then there's the mystery, and then they solve it, and then that's the ending of that episode, and then next episode, right? So Twin Peaks was kind of about, you know, kind of resensitizing us to the idea of violence in TV and the fact that she's dead, and actually like placing importance on the dead person in the murder mystery. Because we find out more about her as the show goes on after she dies, right?
Right. Yeah.
So it's really like about that. Like it's about this TV shows and how like the death's not important about by the end of the episode, and you know that's why like literally for almost the whole run of the show, David Lynch never wanted to reveal who killed Laura Palmer.
Yeah.
Like he never wanted the conclusion to happen, But because fans were so bitchy, he had to come up with this Killer Bob thing and have it really have this really wishy-washy, like super weird, super like out there and like puzzle pieces, like random puzzle pieces that don't really exactly fit kind of thing to solve who killed Laura Palmer. Because it's like her dad killed her, but it's not really her dad. And we don't find out it's her dad until pretty later on. We don't really find out what happens, how it happens. Then there's the fucking Black Lodge, and there's like this guy with no arm, and then there's this other guy, and there's cream corn, and then what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I like the corn talk. A lot of corn in this movie.
A lot of corn in this movie.
So where does the movie fall into place then, thematically?
That's the thing. It's kind of thematically at the ending. The ending where they're back at the Black Lodge.
Yes.
Where Agent Cooper is standing over Laura.
Yes.
And there's the light on her face.
Yes.
So here's the answer to Lee's original question that started this fucking tangent I'm on. All right.
Right.
What is the Black Lodge? Where are
they?
Okay. Pause this. Pause this. Right.
This is a full lecture.
Right?
I'm surprised we didn't have to pay for it.
Nick. I'm gonna ask you, Nick.
Yeah.
What's the light on her face?
Is it a TV screen?
Fucking TV screen, okay? She's crying. Why is she crying and laughing?
She's laughing at us?
No. She's watching fucking Twin Peaks, bro. She's straight up realizing that she's a character in a fucking murder mystery TV show.
Is that it?
I mean, according to the guy's analysis, which I actually heavily agree with, I believe so as well.
That's pretty cool, though.
It's wild. Hold on. Let me blow my nose real quick. I'm dying.
Yes, it is a bit meta there.
It's super meta. But, like, the thing is, what else could it be,
Yeah.
Of course she's watching TV, but what would she be watching, At
the beginning of the movie, we see the credit sequence, too, on the TV screen.
Yeah. Yeah, and...
Yeah. I mean, but this... is she not just watching the angel?
No, because the angel also has the light on him.
We see some static crinkling.
Is it not? Is the angel not radiating the light and not reflecting it?
Well, no. Look at this right now. Because look. If you look at the angel right now, the light's emanating onto the angel too, and the background of the angel.
Yeah, the angel's translucent.
Right now.
Yeah, but I think this would be like a stylized superimposition. I don't think that's an actual what's supposed to be.
Oh no, yeah, for sure.
Plus, also, if we are the angel in this frame, and the angel's coming up, and we're kind of like being the perspective of the angel, Laura's not looking at the angel.
Yeah,
in this frame, she's looking at a TV. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Okay, so why is Dale Cooper there?
Because his body in the second season gets switched with the spirit.
Okay, so this is why I should probably have watched the show as well.
Yeah, the show is insanely important. Like, it's like it's incredibly hard to understand the beginning, or like not really the beginning, but the ending of this movie without watching the show. Like, it's insanely hard. It's insanely hard to watch this.
Even without the context of the show, it is a fun ending. I enjoyed myself watching the ending.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I had no problem watching it as a standalone movie, knowing nothing about Twin Peaks. But I did analyze it much in the same way that I analyzed Blue Velvet, and it felt very redundant.
Okay. I felt like I was missing parts throughout.
I mean, you're missing three seasons of a TV show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was a character. I'd go, oh, fuck, I remember this guy, but I don't remember exactly what happened. Is there a lady with a log or something? What the fuck, And you have little things throughout. And
my main question at the end of this was, why is David Bowie in this?
Yeah, me too. I want to know.
He's like Philip Jeffries.
Yeah. Why is his character in this? What is the point of having him here?
He's like an old work associate of the FBI.
Okay, but why does he fucking disappear, and why is he magic?
Because he is, I think he's one of the aliens.
Oh, there are aliens now too.
They're not actually aliens, but they're people that are. I think Nick probably saw this in the show when he watched it. Nick, do you remember the really tall bald guy?
Maybe. I'm not so much remembering that.
Well, they're kind of like these messengers between like the spirit world and the human world. And Dale Cooper is he interacts with the alien. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Did you look up Twin Peaks aliens?
No, I googled Twin Peaks really tall bald guy.
Okay. So yeah, this guy, he's kind of like he's like the bartender in The Shining.
Right. Okay.
For Twin Peaks, you know,
that makes sense. That does make things make sense. So is the are you saying that the Black Lodge? That's what we call it, the Black Lodge.
The Black Lodge. Yeah.
Is the Black Lodge a TV?
No, it's us watching the TV.
So it's a living room.
It's the living room. Yeah.
Okay.
It's where the spirits inhabit. It's where the I don't want to say the viewing of the show, but it's kind of like, because there's a lot of other symbols in the show that kind of like tie this theory together like really well.
Yeah.
That it's going to take forever to go through all of them. But like the log lady, like you said, Nick, she's one of the big, like really important characters for this theory, you know? Did they show the ring in the movie?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you know how the ring has an owl on it?
Yeah.
Like, you know, when you, this is going to sound so stupid, but you know, when you drive on the, like in the country and you see like those big, like transformer towers with the fucking electrical lines.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the US, they look like owls.
Okay.
So that's why owls are like a symbol in the show, because they transport the TV signal to your TV.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of these like symbols in the show about like the TV signal and waves. Like that's why the carpet in the Black Lodge is like a wave.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's about like the signal of like the TV wave or whatever, and they talk about waves in the show a little bit. And in the high school, there's like a decal on the hallways that's like a wave, stuff like that.
Okay,
that's kind of like hinting at this like wave, you know, like and also David Lynch, he always talks about like there's something in the air.
Yeah.
There's a little thing in the air, you know?
Yeah.
Frequencies in the air. And this is kind of what he's getting at, because like, it doesn't really make sense, but he makes sense, you know? He sounds like a crazy genius, you know, all the time.
I like it.
This seems very meta now. This is I'm
into it.
It sounds like really far out, and it sounds like a reach. But the thing is, like, you guys know Lynch, like,
yeah.
If he does symbols like this is how he does symbols, you know?
Yeah.
In all his movies, like, he's not like it's very Lynch to do something like that, especially with the owls, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So very Lynch to do that.
So if the Black Lodge is a reflection of the living room and the viewers watching shows and shit, is he implying that we are these spirits who are influencing the show as an audience?
Yes.
Okay, so it's making sense then.
Because like I said, like he didn't want to reveal a killer, right?
Right. Like we're like the dude with no arm.
Yeah, Mike.
That would he's just an audience member.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah, he's Mike.
That makes sense. That kind of makes sense to me though.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, it's like at the beginning of the show, it's supposed to be just a normal murder mystery. There wasn't supposed to be any of this like really surrealist stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm. Right.
But it had to go this way because people were demanding an answer to like a conclusion to the mystery.
Yeah.
But the whole point of the show was to not have a conclusion to the mystery. Mm-hmm. So David Lynch had to, you know, figure something out to give a conclusion to the mystery. But so he made it really fucking complicated.
Yeah, made the story a bit messy.
But do you really think David Lynch would make a regular murder mystery soap opera show?
No.
To begin with?
But there's also the other writer, Mark Frost, that wanted it to go another way.
Okay.
Right. And also there's other factors too. Like, they're on TV. There's like broadcasting stations that have demands on them,
Yeah. He did do Elephant Man, which was pretty much.
And like any commercials that David Lynch does, those are straightforward advertisements.
That's true.
Yeah. So
but the thing is, like,
hired to do it, he's a hired gun director. He can do it. Like,
the thing is, if you want a TV show to stay on the air, you have to have good ratings. You have to have people watching.
Yeah.
And if there's never going to be a conclusion, why would to the cinematic layman, there's no value in watching the show if there's not going to be a conclusion.
Right. Yeah.
Mystery, right.
Yeah.
To them, like, the whole point of them watching the show is to find out who the fuck killed Laura Palmer,
Yeah.
Right.
But there's never going to be an answer. So fuck you. So the whole reason the Black Lodge and all this other crazy stuff came about was really like David Lynch had to find a solution that fitted well with him, that was still cryptic enough for it to be a Lynch thing, while still giving an answer to someone like me,
Right. I love it.
Did we kill Laura Palmer then? We're the murderers.
Yeah, Bob is, because Bob is the spirit who is a reflection of the audience, who inhabited the character because he had to, because Lynch needed to write this bullshit in.
Yeah. So these spirits, they're intermediaries between the TV world and the viewer world.
Nick, I couldn't have said it better. That's actually a better way of saying it. The Black Lodge isn't really our living room.
Right, yeah.
It's the space between our experience of watching the show and the TV.
Yeah. I love it. That's
why.
Cool.
Or you could say it is the TV. It's the physical TV. You could say that.
Yeah, exactly.
We're in the box.
We're in the box. Yeah.
Who's this buddy at the beginning who was crying with Laura Palmer? I don't remember that guy.
I think it's her therapist or some shit. I don't know. Is he in the show? This guy?
Yeah, this guy here.
That's Bobby, her boyfriend.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't really remember. Yeah, it's Bobby, her boyfriend. Yeah.
Okay. No, Bobby's the drug dealer.
Bro, you sell a little weed, bro. Who hasn't,
No. But Bobby's the dude they score like a fucking brick of coke with.
Dealer. Yeah.
That's not him. That's a different guy.
Hold on, my sorry, my phone is covering it.
The dude she gives her diary to.
Oh yeah, no, I don't remember him in the TV show. No, yeah, literally, like, my phone, like, I have it on a stand for a webcam. And it's in the middle of my screen, and it's blocking off the bottom half of his face, and from the top half, he looks exactly like Bobby.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It looks like a Baldwin or something.
It does look like a Baldwin. Or he looks like Papillon, Rain Man.
I know who you're talking about.
Dennis Hoffman.
I can
Dustin Hoffman. Yeah.
Did the one thing for me when I was watching the movie, all the scenes kind of felt in the same kind of atmosphere, in the same mood. But then the one that stood out to me, as it seemed almost as if it were filmed at a later time, or I'm not sure, a fast film. It was the scene where Kiefer and Chris Isaac are doing the autopsy on the body. You guys remember that scene at the beginning?
Yeah.
Somewhere around here. And that stood out to me as just being a very flat scene. Out of the whole movie, that one scene was just very regular. There's no lighting, really. It's just like all around kind of white, and you have... I don't know. I felt like this was very lackluster, this one scene. I was missing out on this scene. I thought it could have been done maybe spookier or add some shadows and stuff, but
yeah.
I don't know. This is fun. But this one scene, it turned me off a bit, this scene. And if you guys have strong feelings about this scene in particular.
I do not. I was like, but I don't know. I feel... like it's just there for context more than anything else. So it could have been an afterthought.
Mm-hmm. But if it's just a throwaway scene, I mean, you could still add a little flair to it to punch it up a bit. I was a little disappointed.
This is where they find the note under her fingernail, right?
Yeah, the letter T.
Yeah, so it's more of like a plot point kind of scene.
Yeah.
And then you can add some, I don't know, do something, put some shadows with a little different color. It's just white light going around everywhere. Very even lighting.
Yeah. It's really weird. Like, you know where like you see Kiefer right now? Like you could tell where the light's coming from. You could see the spotlight basically.
Yeah.
You know? Like the setting light.
There was a weird coincidence when I was watching this movie. I had just finished watching the beginning sequence where it's 1 year in the past, and the diner scene happens where the diner waitress is talking to Kiefer and Chris Isaac. I was like, okay, well, now's a good time, like kind of intermission in between acts. I got to go move my car to a better parking spot. So I went out, and as I'm moving my car, I have my podcast going, and they're talking about I think we talked about it last week, Lee, the Frank Zappa documentary.
Yes.
And these guys are kind of doing the same thing we're doing, a bit of analyzing of the movie. And they play a clip from Frank Zappa, and he's going, oh, well, the only vegetable I like is tobacco. Kind of like a funny thing. And then it cuts to another little clip, and it's this scene where the lady goes, these are legal drugs.
Yeah.
These drugs are legal. About 2 minutes after I'd watched the scene, never heard that before, never seen anything of that before.
Nice.
I just thought it was a funny coincidence.
You know, it's another funny coincidence. Frank Zappa's my favorite artist of all time.
Hey, me too.
Hey, there we go. There we go.
But like this scene here, this is beautiful lighting. This is fun. You got the red on the back. In that room in the back, there's light flashing going on. There's some dynamic.
It's very Mulholland Drive kind of lighting right now.
Yeah, this is more. It's more dynamic than that last kind of autopsy scene, which is just kind of there.
Yeah, another thing, like Mulholland. Did you guys do Mulholland Drive already?
No, we're doing them in order, so that's gonna be the last one.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could do Elephant Man if you really wanted to. Like,
I don't.
Really feel like it. You don't want to?
I'm good.
Okay, the thing is, like, so this is what I like to compare. Well, it's not really that great of a comparison, but there's one thing about it that makes it a decent comparison. Is I compared James Joyce and David Lynch.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
In a weird way, like they're totally different. Like I don't know, I don't really like James Joyce all that much, but like there's one thing about them that kind of was very interesting. Is that like, so you have like Ulysses, which is like the big Joyce novel,
mm-hmm.
which people figured out. You know, Homer's Iliad, Odyssey. You know, it's like kind of like parallels to that. But then there's Finnegan's Wake, right?
Yep.
And no one has any fucking idea what Finnegan's Wake's like what it's really about, you know?
Yeah.
Like what it's being like, what it's like referencing or anything like that. And for me, Mulholland Drive is the Finnegan's Wake.
I think I understand the comparison because I think James Joyce does with words what Lynch does with visuals.
Yeah, for sure.
They don't have that much in common, but within their own medium, they do similar things.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of Mulholland Drive?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna ask you guys if I could be
on
that.
We got to have you on that episode then.
Yeah.
But like I'm just waiting for I'm waiting for some prick to come up with a video about Mulholland Drive that's like really good, you know? Because that's one that people really have no fucking idea what it's really about, you know?
I'll crack it, don't worry.
Yeah, I have my own theories on that one.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
But the thing is, but the thing is, I know in that movie there's still symbols that he puts in your face that people aren't catching, you know?
I only have one question left of just things that didn't click that I thought maybe... Actually, no, I think I asked already. About the trailer park. Who owned the fucking trailer that disappeared?
The people that lived in the house before that guy.
What house?
The house?
What house, dude?
Like trailer.
You're talking about Harry Dean Stanton when you see him?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
When this guy disappears, this detective, I don't remember his name, Chet Donovan. I just remembered his name.
Chris Isaac.
Well, yeah, when Chris Isaac disappears, he disappears at a trailer, and then later Dale Cooper goes to investigate that same trailer, and it's an empty lot. Mm-hmm. And Detective Mr. Donovan or whatever, he finds the ring under the trailer.
Yeah.
And then
he finds the owl ring?
Yes.
Okay.
And then
what he says is the
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then later, Dale Cooper comes to see the same trailer, and it's an empty lot. And he asks the guy who lived here before. He says that some weird name that starts with a CH.
Mm-hmm.
And then he says, oh, funny enough, the people who had the trailer here before that were also named this name. Who the fuck are they?
Yeah, I couldn't answer that for you, bro. I don't know.
Okay.
They're not. I don't really think they're from the show.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't recall.
Mm-hmm. I feel like there's a few things in Lynch's kind of stuff that are just throw in almost to confuse you a bit, where you go like, is this something? Sure. Is this something else? So maybe
it's like those with the woman in the red dress, her bouncing legs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kind of it's kind of like the thing is, I don't think he does it too much to try to throw you off.
Yeah, but here and there.
Here and there, yeah. Like
it's almost like you were saying
to throw you off,
Mm-hmm.
But if he does, go. Sorry.
Oh no, go ahead. You go.
I feel like with Lynch, if he does do something to throw the audience off, he does it in response to the audience.
Yeah,
right.
Well, it's almost like giving him fuel, almost to come up with more theories and more things. Where he goes, "No, that's not it," or something like he gets off on saying, "No, that's not it."
No, that's not it. It's kind of dark outside today in Montreal.
Oh, dude, I love his weather reports.
Not that cold. I'm in a Hunsick at my desk. I got a light bulb here.
Oh,
hey, very Lynchian.
Oh, it's fun.
I don't have my IEMs. I can't put my in-ear monitors right now, but I would if I could.
That's actually a really good fucking impression.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, no joke. That's pretty. It's pretty good.
Coif the hair up a bit, and you got it perfect.
My cat really misses the country. I can tell. So that's all, folks. I'll see you tomorrow.
You know what, Nick?
Yeah.
I find you write dialogue like Lynch writes dialogue.
Just nonsense.
Not nonsense. Just here are the things you need to say. It doesn't matter if it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if any actual human being would say these words.
Oh yeah,
this is the information you need to get across. So just say it.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's more fun like that too. It's almost like poetry, Like who the fuck is going to read this like that? Who's going to write that like that? It's just playing with words. It's just playing. It's fun.
It's like you brought that Zappa comparison earlier. I feel like Lynch is like Zappa. But just not comedic. If Zappa made music that wasn't comedic, but still in the same way that he makes music, totally Lynch.
I can see it. They're in the same wavelength.
Yeah, totally.
What kind of because this is part of our David Lynch retrospective. Do you guys see any recurring motifs that you've seen in other Lynch things other than what we've already talked about?
Oh, well, before we talked about the TV show Twin Peaks, to me this was just Blue Velvet all over again.
Pretty well, yeah.
It's the same dark underbelly of the American suburbs. Everyone's got this duality where everyone has a dark side.
Mm-hmm. And we get musical numbers, red and blue lighting again. The
only real difference here is the Black Lodge and the Spirits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's apart. If they didn't have that, this would be pretty much Blue Velvet again.
Yeah, you'll see kind of stuff like that in Lost Hallway. And
if they didn't have that, this would probably be his worst movie.
Yes.
For sure.
I agree. Because it took me a while to get into this. The part where it's a year before.
Yeah.
I was watching it dude, this looks like some bozo in 2001 got his home movie video camera and went and tried to mimic Lynch.
Yeah.
This movie didn't really have... Oh, who the fuck?
That's Lynch calling now. He's pissed off you said that. It does grow on you, the movie, though.
Oh, definitely. It gets better and better and better constantly.
Aren't they coming back? But at the beginning of the movie, you're kind of like, hey, what the hell am I in for? What am I watching?
Yeah.
Jazz soundtrack. And then at that Black Lodge at the end, you go, ooh, damn, this was fun. I have to think about this for 3 days.
But I don't want to go over it again because, people can just go watch our Blue Velvet episode.
Yeah.
But as a standalone film, I find it plays out very similarly thematically.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's why I had interpreted the Black Lodge initially as just being the father's subconscious.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. That's why I said like the only important parts of this movie are the beginning, the year before prequel.
Yeah.
And the ending after you see Leland, go into the train and rape him and his friend.
Yeah.
Those are really the only two important things. Like everything else is extremely relevant in the middle of the movie, and that's why this movie had really bad reception when it came out, huh?
Oh yeah, really? I heard that. Yeah, it was like 2.5 out of 10 on average.
Yeah, people
amongst critics.
Like people really didn't like it,
Yeah,
and like I can see why. Like as a standalone film, it's pretty whatever. Like the thing is, the only the ending is just important, but it's important. Like this is a problem with this movie is that the two most important parts of the movie, the beginning and the end, are not important to the movie. They're important to the TV show.
Yeah.
They don't serve the movie. They serve the TV show.
Yeah, that makes sense to me now.
Then did even regular viewers of the TV show, like the actual fans of the TV show, people like that were upset with the movie too, or was just kind of outsiders like me and Lee who just came in to watch the movie and went, it's okay.
No, I think some people don't like this. Like I'm not particularly fond of this movie either, and I'm a huge Twin Peaks fan.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, to you it's more of like it's almost like deleted scenes for the show. It's like not really its own movie.
Yeah, I don't really see this as a movie. I see it as like an OVA.
Okay, yeah.
Like it's just more information to serve the TV show.
Okay.
And even then, I look at pretty much just the ending of this movie to guide the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The beginning, like I said, is more of a jab at the audience to tell them like how to analyze films, like I said earlier, and also to tie the body in Portland to the one in Twin Peaks with the notes and the fingernails. But other than that, the only really important thing in this movie is the ending. That's the only like thematically, conceptually, plot driving part of this movie. And the cream corn.
Right, of course. Lynch comes up with some weird fucking expressions, man.
Dude, I want you to guess what the cream corn is stands in for, bro. What's a metaphor for? Because it's so fucking out there.
I don't know. Just tell me.
Well, first it's called in the show they call it garbanzoa.
Oh, that's pain and suffering.
Yeah, exactly. It stands for pain and suffering. The cream corn.
Weird. I just even like at one point Laura looks at her boyfriend and she's like, "I'll be gone like a turkey in the corn." Yeah. What the fuck does that mean?
It's like that guy. I don't know if you guys ever saw that video. That guy with the like something one string, or he's like chicken in the corn.
Yeah.
That's part of the David Lynch cinematic universe, bro.
I believe it.
Chicken in the corn guy.
And you're saying that the kind of middle of the movie is kind of irrelevant to the story and that, but there are some pretty banger sequences throughout the middle, I found. Yeah. There's some nice moments in it.
Yeah, for sure.
I liked all the
information
stuff
that we already know,
Yeah. Like, now I'm a bit disappointed that scene in the nightclub. Oh, there's Lynch's nice haircut there. The scene in the nightclub where it's all...
That's Baby Lynch.
Is he mini?
Yeah, it's the kid. It's the kid who wears the mask.
Oh, yeah. I get it. But yeah, that scene at the nightclub where it's all red and they're dancing around with Jacques. I thought that scene was silent, and I thought it was absolutely fantastic to have a 4-minute silent sequence where people are talking. You go, I can kind of make out words, but I don't know. Now that there is subtitles on it, brings it down a bit for me.
It is mostly silent though. Like even with the subtitles, it's not really. They're not saying
anything important.
And I think actually for the majority of that sequence is still completely silent.
Okay, so
when they're passing the bottle around,
yeah,
and like that whole shit, that's all silent.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that scene.
Yeah, me too. We can't show it because there's nudity.
Yeah, so. Jacques' tits in it.
But it's like so Jacques, that guy he's like the Canadian associate of the guy who runs the inn. I always forget who the guy's name is, but like Leland, Laura's dad, works for the inn, like the hotel of the area.
Okay.
And it's like the big business, like the big like rich business of the neighborhood kind of thing.
Okay.
And the owner of that is also the father of one of the friends of Laura, like one of the main characters of the TV show.
Okay.
And he runs like this kind of brothel, like this really illegal brothel in the woods.
Okay.
Where they have like sex parties and stuff like that. And Jacques is like one of the Canadian associates of that place.
Mm-hmm.
And they do drugs and all this stuff. And it was funny in the TV show, the father, not Leland, the father of the girl, like the father that owns like the lodge, the inn. His daughter gets tangled up with this sex like orgy place. Okay. And he was about to have sex with his daughter without realizing it.
Nice.
She was all dressed up, had a mask, like had like a geisha mask and everything like that. Masquerade mask. It was really weird. And she was trying to avoid it because she was trying to investigate this place that her dad worked at. And her dad's like coming into the the drapes in the room, like hello, and he's trying to sex her up, and she's like no, and he's like okay.
Yeah. It's like, oh damn, oof, you kind of look like my wife.
Oh, you look like my daughter, bro. My daughter's got an ass like that. Yeah.
Reverse Freud.
Yeah. Yeah, and another thing, like so I guess what's kind of important to the plot of like the middle of this movie is like there's James and Bobby, right?
Yeah.
The two main boyfriends of
Laura.
Yeah, and Bobby's kind of a shithead.
Yeah.
James is like the cool, nice guy, you know. Like we love James. James is like one of our favorite characters in the TV show. And like what they just really don't like about the TV show is that like it has like this like I think other shows have done it before, or like other like 80s 90s teen dramas where like it's just like a big web of sex and boyfriends and girlfriends.
Right. Yeah.
You know, like everyone's boyfriends with each other, and like they're all hiding it from each other, and there's like cheating like crazy, but it's always like the cheating's like the true love or some stupid shit like that. I don't know. I'm not a fan of that kind of motif.
Yeah, gets old quick.
Built into the genre, though.
It is, but like it's all. I also find it extremely unrealistic. I don't think that really happens. You know. When my mom watches shit like that, she's like, "The fuck is this?" And my mom was kind of like the I don't say black sheep, but kind of like the Laura Palmer Second Life. not as slutty, but like my mom did all the drugs, you know? Not as slutty, but my mom did all the drugs.
I can edit it out if you want. My mom was the nice lady. You just cut that
in. Yeah, my mom was the one who listened to Led Zeppelin, and her parents didn't like it and all that shit. Yeah. Hung out with the black. My mom was the guy. My mom was the one in the 70s and 80s that dated the black dudes.
Nice.
And her parents didn't fucking like it. Yeah. It's pretty bad. So hey, my mom got that vengeance, bro. Like my mom redeemed herself for my stepdad's black, you know. Yeah. And they met in high school.
Nice.
All the way back to when.
Comes full circle.
Full circle. Actually, he had a crush on my mom, and my mom didn't know him in high school.
All right. What a simp.
You hear that, Robert? Sorry. Go on, back to the movie.
Yes, Twin Peaks.
There's no black people in this movie. I'm very disappointed.
Is there in any of Lynch's movies?
In the TV show, there's not in the TV show either. There's the native guy, and it turns out the native guy's the one killing everyone. So I'm not sure how good that is, you know?
Yeah, true.
Well, when you wear denim on denim, you go nuts.
No, but bro, you wear denim on denim, you're Native American. Like
it's the devil's fabric.
No.
What do you guys think? Favorite shot? Favorite? Yeah. What do you think, Dante?
Fuck. It's either this one that we're looking at right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say this one.
Or in the Black Lodge when
Angels Floating.
Not when the Angels Floating. When Killer Bob, Mike, and the man from another place are in the room together.
Right, and he's pulling the demon out of him.
Pulling the demon out of him, yeah. Anything Black Lodge is just a treat in this.
I agree. The Black. I like the Black Lodge stuff. Yeah. Hey, there's the corn.
Yeah. I like this whole sequence.
Yeah, this is pretty sick.
Yeah.
Let's just watch it for fun. Oh, there you go.
There's some Akira Kurosawa in there too, eh?
Oh, good.
Would it have been so funny if they put the hose in there?
Oh, God.
They just floods the whole floor in that scene.
This is filmed in reverse, right? Like a lot of stuff is reversed.
This is probably, yeah.
Because the spoon's clean after.
Yeah.
Yeah, some reverse.
Hey, we
even
and it was the monkey that he interviewed for Netflix. No.
Even this to me looks like it's played backwards.
It probably that's a thing. Most things shown in the Red Lodge are played backwards.
Yeah, see, like that, the way his hair moved.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything. Most things are played back in reverse on the Red Lodge stuff.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Actually, check this out. Maybe I'm not saying this happened, but maybe like Laura Palmer when she's crying watching this thing.
Yeah,
maybe that's a reverse too, where she actually started off crying and she dies and her pain dies down and over time, you know.
Yeah,
it's possible. I don't know. Probably not, but it would have been sick, you know.
Yeah, I actually like
there for a second, Lee.
Yeah, pause with the angel in the sky.
Yeah. Is that just the resolution of the copy, or is that blurring on top of the angel's wings the kind of just masking out of the ropes?
I think it's intentional.
Yeah? But do you think it's stylistic, or is it technical, like they're trying to get rid of the wires?
I think they're stylistic. I think they're trying to make her look angelic.
Okay.
Yeah, I would agree. I think it's more of like they're using a blur to make it look like she's glowing, I guess.
Knowing Lynch, it's like hitting two birds with one stone and make her glowing and like maybe
exactly. Hey, it works either way. Yeah, that's not bad.
I do like the actual the very final shot with the double whatever superposition. But I really like the painting stuff. Wherever that is. Where was that painting? Where'd it go? I just have
the angels from the painting, by the way.
Yes, I did notice that. Yeah, the whole painting sequence is probably my favorite of the movie.
Yeah, it's very.
This part, this whole because this is also the Black Lodge, right? It's just a different room.
Yeah, it's like entering the Black Lodge.
Yeah, this whole thing I loved. I thought this was super cool. Even this is so sick. Yeah, this stuff is probably my favorite. Favorite shot. Is it a coincidence that the little boy looks like Lynch? Or is it just me who thinks he looks like Lynch?
Well, I thought it was him.
You thought it was him.
Yeah.
Dude, it's got to be like a self-insert. Like, not like, well, it's a kid, but like, it's young Lynch, you know?
Yeah.
And because he's the director of this, you know?
Yeah, that'd be a good
because also
name.
Also Lynch also
young Lynch. Yeah.
Why you
also like a lot of the character of the FBI commissioner.
Yes.
Of Lynch, it's very like there's a lot of that character that's kind of like where Lynch puts a lot of himself, like personal stuff about Lynch into this character.
Okay.
Like the whole Philadelphia thing. Like Lynch talks about Philadelphia a lot.
Okay.
Like outside of movies.
Yeah.
Because like even
well, that's where he grew up, isn't it?
Yeah, it's where he grew up, or like he spent a lot of time there, and he's like he really loved the vibe of Philadelphia. And the commissioner in this movie, in Twin Peaks, lives in Philadelphia. You know.
Yeah.
And he's really trying to, as an actor, trying to bring out his Philadelphia self as like the character, you know?
Right.
Yeah. Philly.
Nick, what was your favorite shot?
I took a timestamp here. Do you mind going to 24:30?
Oh.
Ooh.
They're getting more professional here.
Next thing you know, we're going to have a studio together with $4,000 mics, and Joe Rogan's going to be like, yo, what's up?
24:30. This one right here?
This one's pretty nice. Is it my favorite?
This is 24:30.
You mind just pressing play and we'll chit-chat?
Not quite there yet, eh?
I don't know. Is this? I mean, it's a nice kind of composition. You get the full heads going into the little side of it. Well, I guess it was the one. That's what I took note of, at least.
Maybe it was something else that you forgot.
Well, I mean, this is nice too.
Was it just before that, maybe?
Oh, maybe right before that, maybe.
So you can get the deer head in there.
Yeah, you didn't jot down the milliseconds either.
That's the problem. I needed the fucking frames.
No, I mean this is.
That's 24:30 exactly.
24:30. It's 24. It's from 24:25 to 24:35 almost. So
maybe before this, can you scrub a little? Maybe that one. Yeah, that one there.
Dead air.
Chris Isaac looks like a fucking.
There we go. I picked this one.
Yeah, it's 24:16.
Was it 24:16?
Thank you very much.
Fuck, I'm a That's what's fun.
Just like composition wise.
Yeah, and you get the feel of the show. You know, you got the moose head, you got the dartboard, you got these two assholes. It's
I like the orange backlight is very strong.
It gives you the feel.
Yeah,
feel of the thing.
It's like you could tell, like this guy, like if Rambo showed up in this fucking part of the woods, it would have been the same story, you know? Fucking twat.
Fucking twat. I actually like this one too. I scrubbed like randomly, but this shot right here, I like.
That's cool.
Very good.
Nice long shadows. You guys think it's about review time?
No, I think it is.
Yeah.
Well, golly gee, sure, brother.
I don't know what to expect here. I mean, with Lynch, it's usually much of the same, right? It's either this made no sense, it sucks, or I'm smarter than you and I loved it.
Starting with the lowest, this was pretty unfun to watch. The Bowie scene was cool. That's all I got. The Bowie scene was cool. That is a fun.
I agree. But definitely like one of my least favorite. Because it just made no sense to me. Why the fuck? Who is David Bowie? Why is he in here?
Yeah,
like I could have done without it.
More context stuff though, for us at least. Like if we were familiar with the show, it probably made sense.
I feel like a lot of these bad reviews are either going to be people that haven't watched the show, or people that watch the show but realize that this is kind of like I said, kind of like a useless movie other than the ending and the beginning, you know?
Okay, yeah.
Go.
Yeah, exactly. Basically a long episode of Twin Peaks. First two seasons were incredible. Everything after is regret. Did you watch season 3?
Of course, yeah.
And?
It's also very important, but it's very weird. It's hard to explain.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you know how I told you that the Agent Cooper is also, his body's also been switched.
Yeah.
The third season's more about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I would have liked a bit more Kyle MacLachlan in this movie.
Yeah, me too. I was thinking that as well. But he's in the show a bunch, right? Like he's the main detective in the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the main character of the whole show.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, here's a good review for us. Film Chateau Procure Piquamue. Was a bit.
Good one, dude.
Thanks.
I've been looking forward to watching this a long time until I finally watched it. Well, that's kind of how looking forward to things works. But seriously, I could not stress this enough. The TV series is a million times better. Yeah. It was cool to see Bowie, though. Okay. Overall, though, this movie was quite frankly disgusting, and I didn't like it. Couldn't even finish the whole movie.
Well, the end's the best part.
Yeah.
That's one thing I'll give this movie big time, is that it kind of really broke the door down with all those scenes, you know, that we can't really talk about.
Yeah, from what I've heard, it's way like darker and grittier than the show.
Oh yeah. You don't see that in the show.
Yeah, because there's full on
penetration.
I wish no, but but there's like a very heavy. There's a full rape scene. There's more than one.
Yeah. This is also the first time a full rape scene was made for a public audience like that.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Nice, good for Lynch, man. Breaking down doors.
Yeah. Interviewing monkeys, fucking breaking the mold, man.
Hey, is it the same monkey?
Looked
you
like
know
it.
What? That would be sick if it was.
Because I saw that and I was like, hey, that's the same fucking monkey, dude. That's fucking that's Jack, dude. That's the monkey.
I want to fight this movie. Where to start? Grown-ass men writing teenage girls like this really bothers me. Maybe it's because I didn't watch the series, but the characters were annoying as hell and I didn't like any of them, including Laura Palmer. Nothing she did or said stuck with me. Also, how was this only about 2 hours? It felt double that amount. ...
I will admit, it felt double. It felt fucking long.
It's a very slow movie, bro.
But because I started it at like midnight, so I finished around 2. But I think in my head, I thought I started it at like 10. Mm-hmm. So then when I finished the movie and it was 2, I was like, what the fuck? Was this movie 4 hours long?
This next review by Alex Alexander is a very interesting one.
Hold on. Can I read it with the David Lynch impression?
Please do.
Okay, wait. Let me move my webcam real quick. Okay. Let me get into the...
I'll close my eyes and imagine it.
I'm tired and sick and tired of David Lynch's movies. Feeling like BFA film students' final projects. Lynch's resources are too privileged for me. I love Dune, though. Fight me, bitch.
As if Lynch would ever say that.
Was that a good impression, though?
That was perfect.
Yeah, it actually is really good.
I love Dune, though. That was
perfect. I love Dune, though.
You need to light a cigarette and walk away.
Yeah, that's it.
It's horrible.
Yeah, Dune's a bit stinky. Dune's a bit of a stinker.
No one likes Dune.
Dune's easily his worst movie.
No one likes Dune.
Well, Dune and Elephant Man are tied for me.
The worst part is that I've actually read Dune, and it's like one of my favorite books ever. Yeah, that movie's just not good. No,
that's terrible, Dune.
But one thing I do love about that movie, though, I love the way the fucking what's their names again? I always forget the name of those people from that planet. The fucking the people with the leather.
The bad guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that look.
Yeah.
That BDSM kind of alien Hellraiser shit. I love that look.
Yeah, same.
What the fuck is this person's favorite movies?
Hey, man, Alien and Videodrome.
Yeah. That's. I mean, bro, I saw the heart on Lee. Don't worry.
Yeah, Videodrome. Love that movie.
Is it safe to assume Videodrome is one of your favorite movies?
Probably.
Okay.
I actually haven't even seen it.
Really?
I joke all the time about loving it and never seen it. I love the idea of it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude.
Wow, you didn't say that when we fucking reviewed Antiviral.
I've told you references and clips from it and everything.
Oh, I get it. Like that's is one of those movies. Like I did the same thing with The Shining, where like I've heard so much about Videodrome and seen so many references.
Stop. You said the same thing about you haven't seen the fucking Shining.
No, I have now. I watched it, but I watched it like last year for the first time.
Okay.
Like it's the same, like I feel like I know the movie already. I feel like there's no point. And then I felt that way about The Shining and I watched it and I was like, oh yeah, that's exactly what I expected.
Okay.
So I almost want to just keep Videodrome as a perfect movie in my mind and never actually watch it.
Okay. Fair enough.
I'm gonna
watch it. Speaking of Antiviral though, Brandon Cronenberg's new movie came out. Possessor.
I think after, yeah.
I heard it's really good actually.
Me too, dude. I keep hearing fucking great things.
Yo, you guys after Mulholland.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I'm down.
I think we're planning on doing these podcasts pretty regularly now, so we might be busting out many flicks soon.
I'm gonna, because right now I think in Canada the only way to watch it is to rent it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna rent it.
There's no video stores anymore. How am I gonna rent it?
Rent it online.
Oh, I'm down, bro. It's $3. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly. But what I was going to do is use the Monolith account, and then you guys can just watch it.
Oh, that works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down. We'll split it for $1. Send in $1 each.
Mm-hmm.
Half a star. So horrible.
Yeah. I should have watched another movie with the 2 hours I spent watching this shit.
I mean,
you know how to read asterisks?
Sorry.
These are all the same, these buggers. You want to see some fivers?
Yeah, this is pretty much all the same, isn't it?
Twin Peaks, more like Twin Geeks. Kaboomsh. Professor Anime no Jutsu. 1 on 10. My few wow.
Bro, okay, no, go on this guy, bro. This guy watches Naruto and shit like that.
I mean, his name is Professor Anime.
Bro, did I say Naruto or did I say fucking Naruto? Like the worst part about that is that with movies that come from these big anime franchises, the movies are always dog shit and they're always so irrelevant.
Oh yeah, always. You know? Always absolute dog shit. This guy's a meme. This is a meme account for sure. For
sure. Yeah, he's like sort of online. It's like the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
Me and my friends call that shit taste online.
He likes 30 Grandpa.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what the fuck is this doing here? That's not anime.
Top tier. This guy just writes ooh on everything.
Yes.
What is this guy?
Ooh.
Okay, bro, get out. I'm fucking cringing. My virginity is retracting, all right?
All right. Let's check out some bangers. 5 stars.
Poppers. The original Twin.
That's too long. Don't read it. Too long. Yeah. Let's give this one a try.
FWWM over the end of Evangelion.
No. Oh, he's saying Fire Walk with Me is better than End of Evangelion.
Okay, calm down, brother.
What does Fire Walk with Me mean? We didn't talk about that. No one knows, eh?
It has to do. I think it has to do with the pendant. In the show, there's the pendant.
Yeah.
That they buried together in like the first couple episodes. James and this other chick buried a pendant of Laura Palmer. Like,
okay.
But yeah, I don't think it's very relevant.
I imagine Fire Walk with Me is just like, I don't think it's that deep. I think it's just, come to the dark side. Like, come look at Laura Palmer's, this is what we were referencing. This is Laura Palmer's dark side. This is what was going on. I feel like that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. This guy loves it. Twin Peaks was just the study guide for this, and this is basically just the best thing ever.
Oh.
I loves the movie.
So this guy is saying the show services the movie and not the other way around.
I think that's incorrect.
You literally can't say that because there's a third season of the movie that came out.
Yeah.
It was later,
I think by definition that's wrong.
Yeah, straight up. Like, you're not allowed to say that, all right? Just the fuck up. Hip 13. Get the fuck out of here.
Here you go. The film equivalent of a middle finger from Lynch to America for its obsession with beautiful dead girls. By the end, you will know Laura Palmer and you will know her pain. Lynch was proven 100% right by the immediate reaction to this film when it came out. Empathy hurts and it's deeply uncomfortable. Always remember that. I kind of, as a standalone film, I literally think that was kind of on point thematically. With the whole underbelly of the suburbs and stuff like that, it's like this movie without the show is very much just about like an exploration of trauma.
Yeah, but also like when he says the American obsession with dead beautiful girls, that kind of ties into the episodic, like, how I was telling you guys that concept with the episodic theme, and, like, the murder mystery, and it's like they're always like dead beautiful girls that end up getting killed.
Yeah, hard for the audience to care if it's some ugly broad.
This guy's funny. If I was there, I would have stopped it.
Oh man,
Gigi Aurora.
Yeah, Gigi Aurora indeed.
What is she like?
Oh, she loves it.
Oh, Suspiria. That's a good movie.
Yeah, it's not. That's the remake though. Which is still good. Mm-hmm. The remake is good.
Does the remake have the same soundtrack?
I don't know. I haven't seen the original.
Okay. You haven't seen the original?
It's really
That's crazy.
That's Argento, right?
Yeah.
Some president of the film club. Get the fuck out. You haven't seen like all the movies that you need to see. What are you talking about?
I haven't seen all the movies I reference.
Bro,
I talk about Videodrome every day and I haven't seen it.
Dude, I thought you saw that
what's 2001: A Space Odyssey? Never heard of it.
Yeah, I thought we were named after a big rock.
You thought.
All right, so what are your reviews, guys?
Yeah, let's hear it. Dante, what do you think?
Honestly, I give it like a
5 is average. Remember?
Mm-hmm. Five, I give it if 5 is average, I'm giving it a 5, dude. That's.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it's that great of a movie.
Are you judging it now as a standalone or in the world of Twin Peaks?
I'm judging it as a standalone.
Okay.
Does the rating go up or down, taking it into context?
Like a 6, taking it into context.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
because
okay.
like I said, like most of the information here we know from the TV show.
Yeah.
Okay.
The ending's the only really important part, and even then, the ending of this movie is not so important to the TV show.
Yeah.
Like it's important because of like my theory that I proposed to you guys earlier.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's like, okay, Laura's in the Black Lodge too.
Right. Yeah.
That's kind of really it. So for me, I'll give it a strong 5.
Okay. What do you think, Lee?
Do you remember what I gave Blue Velvet?
I believe you gave it a 6 or a 7.
Then I'm gonna give this pretty much the same thing. It's literally that as a standalone, it felt pretty much exactly the same. Mm-hmm. I think the only reason I liked Blue Velvet more is because I saw it first. If I would have seen this first and then Blue Velvet, I would have thought, oh, they're the same movie, but I like Twin Peaks more. You know what I mean?
Really? You would have preferred Twin Peaks if you saw it first?
I think so.
They're
literally the same movie to me.
We got to rewatch it. We're doing a redux on it.
But if I gave Blue Velvet a 7, then I'll give this a 6.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'll be a little dork and go in between you guys and give it a 5.5. It's fun enough, but we're missing stuff in it.
I mean, it's a fine movie if you just want to. It's like a fine like Sunday night movie,
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm. But even then, I felt like I was missing references and context and like the gravity of scenarios that come through because I feel
like you guys would have disliked it more if you guys had watched you guys would have appreciated it more.
Yeah, right.
If you watched the TV show, but I feel like as a cinematic viewing experience of a movie, you guys would have disliked it more afterwards.
Yeah. Okay.
We're kind of giving it the benefit of the doubt here, going like, oh, what do these symbols mean? What does this mean? There must be some larger thing, but maybe when you actually know the larger thing, you go, it's just like okay movie.
Yeah, like really, like the ending of this movie is the only important part, and even then, it depends on how you look at the TV show on your own analysis.
Yeah,
right.
That's the weight of that ending is going to differ for everyone, but for me it's important because you see Laura Palmer watching herself as a TV character.
Yeah,
and it just adds more context to the Black Lodge.
Yeah, I mean, I love meta.
Yeah.
That's why I like Videodrome so much.
You shut your mouth.
That's why you like Evangelion so much, eh?
I didn't even like it that much.
No? Okay.
It was like, it was, it was good.
I know your brother was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. It was, I think I just need to rewatch it actually.
Yeah.
Because I did like while watching it, it is quite the experience. It's very cool to just kind of absorb it.
Yeah.
Take it all in and then think about it after. Like it is very cool. The movies are pointless though.
Of Evangelion?
One of the movies is like a recap of the whole show.
Yeah, but the other one, End of Evangelion, is like the actual.
Yeah. One. Yes. Yeah. Well, that's it for Twin Peaks, right? Anything else? Any closing remarks?
Well, I think, Dante, your analysis of it was more entertaining than the movie itself.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to get my hands on Twin Peaks, the show, and watch it now.
You guys should definitely check out that guy's analysis. I'll send you guys a link later.
Sure. Yeah, cool. Yeah,
but
we'll post it.
For any Malaysian viewers watching who are interested in this analysis, His name is Twin Perfect, and it's just look up analysis of Twin Peaks by Twin Perfect. It's 4 hours long. It's fucking good. Like the thing is with this analysis, it's when you watch the guy's analysis, it's so hard to think of any other analysis.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
Pinpoint on the dot analysis, and no one else has proposed an analysis like this one, and it's like really fucking good. Like it's really it's hard to think of any other way that this show could mean anything else, you know? Because it really ties everything together. And the thing is, like when you watch the analysis, you're like, oh, it's kind of a reach, but then you realize, oh, this is fucking David Lynch. It's totally not a reach. This is how David Lynch.
Yes, yeah, I know.
How his brain fucking works, you know?
Yeah.
Well, fun episode, guys.
Yeah, that was
another one in the David Lynch pot. Is it Mulholland Drive next?
No, we got to do
Lost Highway.
Lost Highway, yeah.
Lost Highway is a fun one. I enjoy that one.
Oh no, wait. Inland Empire.
I think I was going to do Inland Empire, then Lost Highway, then Mulholland Drive.
I haven't seen Empire.
I remember there being degrees of separation that you guys were going to do before we got to, because I think I already asked if I could be on Mulholland Drive. But I remember there was like 2 others before that you guys were going to do, just you 2.
Yeah, well, if you said you enjoyed Mulholland Drive.
Oh, no, Inland Empire is after Mulholland Drive.
Oh.
Okay, so.
Lost Highway is next.
Lost Highway is good, yeah. But, Donovan, you should be on Mulholland Drive. You enjoyed it, and we're going to have to argue after.
Look. I think Mulholland Drive is one of the best movies ever made. All right.
Save it for the podcast.
Yeah, we're gonna have another special guest on too, so it's gonna be a big episode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So fucking good pod.
Yeah, fun enough. Don, do you have anything to plug?
If you guys want to check out my art, Instagram at daffy.dante. It's actually my little name here.
Yeah, at daffy.dante.
Right there. I don't know how the fuck do YouTubers do that all the time? It's so hard. Right there. Go on Instagram, follow that. That's my Instagram. Subscribe. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to Monolith Film Podcast.
There you go.
Like it, ring the bell so you get notified when we.
Well, don't go overboard.
That like button.
Do follow us on. I tweet all the time from the Monolith Twitter, and the Instagram's a good way to keep up on upload dates. So do follow us.
Yeah, and for Lita post random movie stills on its stories.
Yeah. Also, whatever. Watch some movies, listen to the podcast, tell everybody you know about us, all that shit.
Well,
there you go.
All the platforms: Instagram, Spotify, Anchor FM.
If you don't, I'll see you in the Black Lodge.
Hey, there you go. We're gonna suck you in.
We're gonna suck you in, and you're gonna eat a lot of cream corn for the rest of your life.